Hello, my name is Tessa and welcome to my channel with me and my bunny Garnet. Usually I'm in front of the camera, but I am still currently working on my setup. But today we are going to be talking about all of the comebacks that happened in April of 2011, just to compare and contrast what K-pop was like 10 years ago and all of the changes that we have gone through as a fandom of K-pop. If you like this video, please subscribe and comment down below. I would love to be friends with anybody. I am lonely. So with that being said, let's get on with the video. 4 Minutes Mirror Mirror was their promotion single featured on their first full-length studio album, 4 Minutes Left. The dance featured in the music video during the second course was deemed provocative and inappropriate for television. The specific move in question was given the fitting name of the spread leg dance. KBS and SBS both banned this controversial move from their shows, causing 4 Minute to change the choreography to an alternative, more appropriate dance. As you can see, I think that this dance, if it was performed today, there would be no controversy surrounding it. I don't think that it is as tragic as it was seen back then, but who am I to say? But this is just another one of the changes that I think I have seen over the last few years in K-pop, is that more provocative and I would even consider empowering dances aren't as talked about in a negative light as they used to be. They went on to win one award during the promotion period on music shows. Now, compared to their releases prior to this release, Hot Issue and Huh, I think that this lacked some of the power and attitude that 4 Minute brought with those releases. This was more mysterious and mature, which is fine, and just another concept that 4 Minute acquired underneath their belt. This still had that dance electropop, that flair that 4 Minute really pioneered. The video was perfectly 2011 with just beautiful girls dancing and captivating your gaze with a solo shot. Hyunna's black hair was, as they say now, a cultural reset for 4 Minute's new sound and image. The dance was choreographed with a simple move that literally anybody could do, which was kind of the point of K-pop choreography in the earlier generations. Now, K-pop is more focused on intensity and performance value than anything else. It's just the standard that we have adjusted to. Big Bang's lead single off of the Big Bang Special Edition album, which was a repackaged version of the EP titled Tonight by the Band, released earlier in 2011. I truly think that this song is almost the definition of timeless, and I can't say that about some of Big Bang's releases in the 2011-2013 era, as some of it was very stylized for that era of K-pop, like Fantastic Baby and Bad Boy. This song is decadent with so much warming and comforting build-up musically with the guitar and percussion, and it's optimistically pop rock, despite the sad meaning of the lyrics. It all dwindles down to a cool-off chorus. G-Dragon and Teddy made a masterpiece composing this, and this is by far one of the most underrated Big Bang songs ever. Love Song was received well by the masses, and it debuted on the Gaon digital chart at number 9, but within a week it rose to number 1 on the digital and download charts, selling 413,645 copies. Love Song spent 2 weeks in second position on the Billboard World Digital Songs, which happened to be the highest peaking entry of the group until they released Loser in 2015. The group achieved a lot with this release, including Best Music Video Award from Mama and a total of 5 music show wins. In the music video, the 5 members of the group aimlessly wander on what seems like a doomsday nuclear apocalypse while emotionally singing and sometimes dancing, which kind of was dumbed down to something I would like to call flapping. As a former Big Bang stan, I would like to relish in this G-Dragon blonde hair look, as I truly believe this may have been G-Dragon's best look ever.
Come on, girl.
Yes. If you thought I was only putting in the good songs, you were wrong. We have to reminisce about the bad, and this is terribly bad. Block B's debut single Freeze was released from the single album titled Do You Wanna Be. This song would be defined by critics, myself, and Block B themselves as a flop, and it was something that wouldn't ever be something trendy, and it was noticeably cringy and low budget. Thankfully, Block B was able to evolve musically, maybe not character-wise though. Zico and the other members of Block B have been shrouded with controversy since the day of debut, from Zico's dreadlocks, his slurs, and the group's Thailand controversy, but we're not here to discuss that today. The song is an electro pop hip hop track. I don't even know what's going on, but they improved within their next comeback with Nali Na. As someone who can find at least 2 likable tracks on every single Block B album, I am baffled by how they got so unfortunate with this debut, and I honestly don't know how they were able to make this music video seriously. It is so laughable. This video is a tragic reenactment of Shiny's Lucifer. Once again, poor decision by whoever drafted this debut. It makes you wonder if it's that unfortunate that Block B's debut wasn't perceived well or even recognized at all. Apink's debut, on the other hand, was something but forgettable and lousy. This debut is still talked about and remembered dearly. Literally, even during one of the end-of-the-year festivals of 2020, some girl group members, the Maknaes, covered the iconic debut single. I Don't Know was released off of Apink's EP, 7 Springs of Apink. For a debut, this EP peaked pretty high at number 6 on the Gaon album chart. A little interesting fact about the song is that member and group leader Park Chodong wrote some of the lyrics to this song. Apink was granted sizable success in their debut year with winning a total of 4 Rookie Awards in 2011. They embrace and welcome back the innocence and frilly concept that K-pop was deprived of for a moment. As well as Park Eun-ji was involved in that surge of outstanding female vocalists that we got in second gen like Hyorin, Luna, and so many more. Their debut distinguished them from the tough competition of the era of K-pop, and their debut will forever remain iconic and a staple in the world of girl group pop. The song is also very grand in sound and whimsical in sound, which, again, unusual for its time. The final chorus catapulting itself into euphoria was unforgettable. Danger was featured on FX's first full-length album, Pinocchio. Danger served as the title track, and the album was the 19th best-selling album in 2011 in South Korea. It's an absolute shame the current state of FX, as they had so much potential, and I'm really still in a weird mental pickle over the outcome of FX. If cards were played differently by SM, or if this was just the natural fate of FX. Anyways, I can continue on with my depression of FX basically being non-existent, or we can continue on with the video. What do you say? Pinocchio or Danger won a total of 16 music show awards. Just goes to show the amount of interest and influence FX had in their prime days. Danger was full of alien-like instrumentals with the retro synth and robotic electro-pop sound, and with that staccato, punchy vocal delivery. The song doesn't leap or jump, but it doesn't have to when it's already so intriguing to listen to. I think it goes without saying that there will just never be another group like FX ever. I don't know, that may be a biased opinion, but that is my opinion. Sorry, that is my dog in the background. And no one will ever be able to do weird quite like they can. Yet another debut just in the month of April. You can really see the culture of K-pop change between 2009 and 2011 with the growing need and interest in K-pop debuts. OK was part of their first mini album, Let's Fly. The mini album peaked at number 6 on the Gaon album chart. Their debut was such a fun pop punk track with stellar vocals. Seriously, every time I revisit this song, I am always, one, pumped up with the energy that they sing with, but also just the pure talent and attractiveness in their vocals. They all have such a solid sound and charisma to match. Definitely such a solid debut. No complaints are said in my house towards B1A4 anyways. The video didn't focus on a storyline, but instead saw the opportunity to showcase each of the members' charms and who they were as a group. The mini album Take a Deeper Look was Jay Park's return to the music scene in South Korea. I can only imagine the hesitation with his return, as at this time he was still heavily disliked after being chased out of the country after his explosive scandal, which included some MySpace personal messages that were exposed that contained slurs and slander of South Korea, and he was dismissed from the group 2PM he was once the leader of. Now, in the last 10 years, I don't think that this scandal would be handled differently in terms of the entertainment label kicking him out of the group. I think that if any member were to be caught by doing this, I think that they would also be kicked out of the group. What I do think would have changed is the general public's reaction. When I say that this was a huge scandal that caused so much attention and hate towards Jay Park, I am not exaggerating. This scandal did happen in 2009. At the moment, in 2011, Jay Park really only had an interested audience in the United States after his viral performance of Beautiful Girls by B.O.B. and Bruno Mars he uploaded to YouTube. They certainly pulled through though, and the mini album recorded a massive 50,000 copies just for pre-orders prior to its release. Abandon featured the rapper Doki, who was considered close friends with Jay Park, and the two were a creative duo who collaborated often. Abandon actually went on to win a music show award during its promotion period. The song was a slow jam R&B track that was a solid introduction to Jay Park's earlier works once he returned. While this song is nothing impressive and can be considered cringy, I will absolutely not tolerate any hate towards this song. This song and the music video I hold near and dear to me, as this was literally my first introduction to K-pop after I saw Jay Park collab with Ryan Higa in a Wongfu skit. It's also impressive and admirable the growth that Jay Park has had in the last 10 years. I mean, he went from practically being expedited out of South Korea in one of the biggest member departures of a boy group to literally being the CEO of a very successful entertainment label in South Korea. I will always prefer R&B Jay Park to his rapping, although that stuff bangs too. We are ending this video off on a great note with After School's Shampoo. After School's debut studio album, Virgin, featured After School's biggest hits, Because of You, Bang, and today we are going to talk about Shampoo. Member E Young joined the group. And After School had a graduating system with their members, causing a lot of come and go with the members. If there is one thing unlikable about After School as a group, it would be that. And this was also the last round of promotions featuring the member Becca, before she graduated, so to say, from the group. The album Virgin peaked at number 2 on the weekly Gaon charts and ended the year off in the 59th position. Don't let the title of the song fool you. This one stings, it burns, just like Shampoo, and they make sure to remind you of the power in the lyrics. Shampoo is another one of those classic K-pop songs, as is like every other After School comeback. Excuse me. But damn, this song, the piano, don't get me started. This song can bring the tears, definitely. The second verse, rap by Nana and I believe Becca, is literally my favorite part of the song. After School never slacked off when it came to mastering skills for concepts. From stepping to tap dancing to pole dancing, there has literally never been a group to even replicate the things that they were able to show in such a short amount of time that they promoted, which was a very short amount of time. After School is kind of one of those fossils in K-pop that not a lot of people know of, and I think more people need to know of them. And we've come to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the fan cams from 2011. how tragic they were. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for watching once again.